right, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let's try that again. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. First, I'm going to need 4 guys down here, 2 guys at center court, and 4 guys down there. All right, I'm going to kind of talk you through. So I gave you guys, there's 2 back, like a front and back sheet, and then there's an actual practice plan sheet. So I'm going to kind of talk you through the actual practice plan sheet for just a second first. So if you look on the top left of your practice sheet, okay, it's very important to know where you're at in the season. I really believe that practice planning, like, you have to think, your players, right, they're at school all day. They're thinking about other things. They're not thinking about coming to practice. They're not thinking about maybe that game that night. So when you walk into that practice, you need to be ready. You need to be turned on. You don't need to be thinking in that moment, what are we going to be doing? Talking to your assistants about how are we gonna shape this practice out. You need to be prepared. Abe Lincoln always talked about if I'm going to have to chop wood for 8 hours, I'm going to take 6 sharpening my axe. All right? Practice planning is key to success. I'm telling you right now. I've watched a lot of coaches coach, especially at the high school level, and I watch them go crazy on the sidelines during games, right? They're running up and down the sidelines. They're telling them everything that they need to do. The honest truth is that should happen in practice. During games, you should let your players play. Let your players play in games and coach them up during practices. So we take a lot of time developing the practice plan. So at the top left, I talk a lot about where we're at in the season. Okay, so you'll see some numbers on there. It'll talk about practice number. I think I gave you a conference tourney practice. So I think it says like 82, practice number 82. And then beside it is 3. So in the parentheses is all the practices that we are guaranteed left in the season. So at that moment in the season, we were only guaranteed to have 3 practices left. If we didn't do well in the conference tournament, it didn't mean we were going to make it to a postseason. So for your seniors, or some of you who are younger coaches, maybe youth coaches, for some of them, it puts it in perspective a little bit. Like telling your seniors, hey, we only have 3 practices. That's all you're guaranteed for the rest of your career is these 3 practices. How are you going to get it done in these moments? On the top right are our daily program goals. So as a coaching staff, we establish every single day, what do we want to get better at? So communication, I assign that to a coach. Maybe an assistant coach. You might not have a staff like I have a staff, because I have a staff of 3 assistants, a graduate assistant out there. So you may not have that. You can assign it to a manager or assign it to a senior. Hey, today your job is to determine at the end of practice who is the best communicator on the floor. Okay? So those are the things that we focus on. We talk about them at the end of practice, and then to reiterate it, we give awards at the end of the practice for whoever accomplished that goal. Those same goals are the same things that we give awards for at the end of the season. Okay, so you want to consistently hit your program goals on a daily basis. The next part is the focus. What are we focusing on that day? If you walk into your team and you give them 18 points at practice, they're going to remember 2. So we try to limit it to 2 or 3 points. What is the focus for that day? Maybe the practice before we had been turning the ball over a lot, or it just had looked a little, so we're going to say, hey, our focus today is going to be not turning the basketball over. Our focus today is going to be picking up on our closeouts. Maybe our closeouts were good. We're going to give them 2 or 3 points, maybe 1 offensive, 1 defensive, and 1 that is more that intangible, like a communication aspect. All right? The next part is something we started mid-season. It's who we are playing and quarters. So the beginning, this is a really good tool to use at the beginning of the season to get your players ready to go, right? So in high school, you usually have what, about 10 practices before you hit your first game? We are very fortunate that we get 30 practices before we hit our first game. Okay, so let's just say you have your 10. You're going to want to take 10 people on your schedule and assign a practice, like a game to each one. So like for instance, for us, we're going to start next year in the preseason in IT. I think that we're probably going to draw Drake in the first game. So when we hit that first practice of the season, that first practice that we walk in, it's going to be Milwaukee versus Drake. That's what it's going to say on the practice plan. And that's going to be the focus, is how are we going to win that game today? Are we going to win that game? The next practice we're going to walk in is going to be the next game of our season. And we're going to know by the time we hit our game, like how well have we done so far coming into it, giving them perspective. So then we break our practice up into quarters. So as you go down the practice plan, you're going to see first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and then the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is always a 10-minute scrimmage. That's how you finish it out. I think you need to play as much as you possibly can. And within those segments, we also play like 5-minute scrimmages with the focus on being what it is. So if you look on your practice plan, it says, I think the first quarter is like ball movement. So as you're going through the drills, you assign points to those drills. So let's say we were moving the basketball. We put ourselves in a position where we say, hey, y'all didn't really get it done in that drill. We had way too many turnovers. The communication wasn't good. So Drake is up. They're up. They just went up 5. That's how we started the game. And you put it in perspective for them. You've got to be sharp in every single moment. You talk about timeouts then, that's when you're getting the water, that's in between the quarters, that's your break time, it's your time to come back together as a team. Maybe you didn't win that first quarter, but how are you going to bounce back and win the second? So you're always putting everything into game mode. So that's one thing that we do. As you look through our practice plan, I just gave you a couple terminology things. When we talk about cycles, so we talk about 1 cycle, 2 cycle, or half cycle, a 1 cycle is a down and back. So I've been in a lot of practices where you'll say, okay, we're going to go down, back, and then we're going to finish down here. Well, then your players are like, okay, how many times are we going down and back? Like, they can't focus on that. So we say 2 cycle. 2 cycles means we're going up and down 2 times. 2.5 cycles, that's a 5 trip for us. Okay, so just trying to put it in perspective to make it easier for them. And then at the bottom, you'll see black versus gold, late in and out. We obviously have players that sometimes, we have 2 nursing students. They're usually late to practice almost every single day. So it puts it on my perspective. I know who's coming in and when, so I'm not sitting there like, why is so-and-so not here? And then my assistants have to say, oh yeah, they're at class, or oh yeah, she had a doctor's appointment, so she's running late, or this kid's sick from school today. It's already there on your practice plan so that you're not later reverting to, I don't understand why she's not here. And then it's just a list of our offenses. And a lot of times for games, I cross out what I don't think will work against teams so that when I'm sitting there in the moment and I'm in the scrimmage, I'm not calling out a play that's not going to work against the team that we're about to prepare for. All right, so we start practice by circling up. So actually, we're going to circle up first. My bad. So we toe it up around the line. So everybody's got to get a toe in at the line. Okay, the reason that we do this is because it puts us in a chance where I get to see everybody's faces. A lot of times people will come together in a huddle, just huddle it up, mix it around, and they're like this. Well, now I can't see this back group of guys. So I don't know where they're at. I don't know if their attention is on me, if it's on the practice plan that we're focused on. So back it up. We're going to toe it up. So we toe it up to the line. This way I can gauge where is everybody at. I can tell right off the bat, especially with females. I mean, I know some of you coach males, you can't tell, but I'm telling you with females, I can just look around the circle and know, oh, she had a bad day, or oh, she got in a fight with her girlfriend or her boyfriend. You can just tell right off the bat. Okay, so this gives me perspective right before practice starts to be able to focus them up. This is where you talk about the details of practice. So right here, right in this moment, we are talking about our focus points, the things that I listed on that practice plan that are focus points. We're also talking about things that we need to improve upon, and I'm also pointing out good things. Like, hey, yesterday, what's your name again? Randall. So, hey, yesterday Randall got it done. So y'all need to pick it up as guards because he challenged you, but and you can call some people out in that sense as well. Don't be afraid to call your team out in this moment. It puts them in that position to be prepared. All right. So then we do what we call stations. So go back to your groups. All right. So stations to me, this is a great way to get your team warmed up. It's a great way to get your captains leading the groups. So right now I'm going to name, you're going to be a captain. Okay, you are a captain on the team. You're a captain. All right, and you in the back, you're a captain. All right, so when we walk into practice every single day, I don't coach the first 15 minutes. My captains coach the first 15 minutes of practice. So we have 3 separate drills. We have 5-minute stations. One station is always geared towards shooting, so that's going to be this. So get 2 balls, please. Hustle, hustle, hustle. You guys don't need balls, but if you can go grab those red bands that are on that chair over there. So first one is always stations. So first one is shooting down here. So we like to do 2-line shooting. If you have a manager that can pass for you, that would be great. If not, you can use your guys. I'm going to show them both ways. Go in a line on that side, on the back side. Line over there. Everybody's over there. So the first one is just getting them warmed up. So at times, I'll have coaches that will record this station. So we actually record every single day, because it gives me then perspective as where's my team at in the sense of shooting. You may not have that resource to do that, so you may pick hey, every Wednesday we're gonna record, okay? So what it is I'll take your first ball. Everything is gonna be a cut. First one, you're gonna set up your cut, coming down. You're gonna come around and then cut to the basket for a layup on this side. So you're gonna cut all the way around. I'm gonna feed them the ball, but I'm not communicating at all within this drill. That's their jobs to get their team going. It's their jobs to communicate, to bring the energy. Now, if I see somebody do something good, what's your name? Ernest. So if I said hey, we're in a drill and I see Ernest do something I'll say, hey, 2 claps, Ernest. And everybody on the team will go 2 claps. So let's try it again. 2 claps, Ernest. Like that. And that's pointing him out for doing something that maybe I've talked to him individually about, or something I've asked the entire team to do and he's doing it well. All right? So I don't know all their names, so I might make up some names for you guys as we go through. All right, so you start your cuts. He's gonna cut around, cut to the basket, boom. Everybody takes 2 shots. It's one right after the other. Good, boom. Everybody takes 2, good, cut. Good, feet all the way to the basket. So you can either have a coach passing, or you can do it actually where they pass to each other and they're just across from each other. Good, stop. Okay, after they take 2 shots, then they make the same cut action. They stop right outside the lane and take the short pull-up off the glass. Short pull-up off the glass. Here we go. Make a cut. Off the glass. Good. Now, one thing I would say right now that they're not doing very well is encouraging each other, communicating with one another. Like if somebody doesn't make a shot, that's not okay. We're at 5 feet right now. This should be 100%. 100% with no defense. Good, stop. Okay, now it would be elbow cut. They cut all the way to the elbow. They take that jump shot. I'm not going to go through all these. Cut to the elbow, then you cut to the top. 1 dribble pull-up. So you catch. I work very consistent footwork with my team. So if somebody's not getting it done on the footwork side, I may pull them out of a drill and just say, hey, you got 15 reps of footworks. Or hey, if you're not getting your elbow under, you got 15 reps of form shooting. But everything we do is, I'm a left-right pivot foot if you're a right-handed shooter, right-left if you're not. So we come in, it's the 1 dribble, really extending that out, taking the shot, and then it's 3s. Then they switch sides. So that takes 5 minutes to get that many. I mean, you're getting a ton of shots off very quickly in 5 minutes. At the same time, you're gonna strap those around your ankles and have the band be on the inside. So like,
gotcha.
That. I'll let you guys do that real quick while I take this group. I see, where's Latrell? Move my cones. All right, down here we work defense. We always have a defensive station. We're gonna just work one side of the court right now, even though we would work 2. So get in a line right under here, behind your captain. Okay, so first thing we would work on is just our closeout placements. So we're hitting into this cone here, we're working on shuffling our feet. We do hand in versus hand up. Okay, if I'm a shooter, can I see that ball real quick? If I'm a shooter and he has his hand up here, okay, I can still shoot this over him. I mean, that's a shot in our league. But if he has his hand out, this gives him more of a chance to be a step back, so he's not getting beaten. Now I can't bring it through, okay? I can't get into my pocket, even right here, yep, right there, boom. Okay, so we work a lot on hand in and then active mirror hands, okay? So once you close out, you'd shuffle to the back line, next person would come. Good, go. Yep, right off the backside. Good, there it is. Good. Good, stop. So after we get to that point, now we work on some of our run steps. So we get here, we close out, we pretend like a pass is made. So we take that run step and we're in the gap. We're here in the gap, okay? And that's the next move. Now I'm off. I shuffle off. We also don't pitter-patter our feet. A lot of people on the defensive end, they teach this, right? I mean, how many times have you been like, close out, chop them? See a lot of people doing this. Well, at some point, when you're trying to play defense, 1 foot is in the air. If my foot is in the air here or here and that person goes this way, I've got to put this foot down to take a step. So we do shift them, not chop them. So shift them is where you have your feet placed on the floor and you just shift your weight. That way you can power off. So you're shifting your weight, you're actively engaging your quads, your hamstrings, and you're just ready to push. Okay, so never lift your feet off the floor. Keep the feet down, but you're gonna work on this run step. Close out, cross step, here, boom, sit, and now you're in the gap. Here we go, go. Take a run step, run, good, there it is. Good. You better call him out next time, that's not good enough. Now stop. Hey, don't be afraid to call him out now, he's gotta do a little bit better. All right, when we hit this now, we're gonna work on the run step and then a pass back. So we hit up here, boom, I run, I'm in this, pass goes back, I run back, and I'm back into my stance. All right, here we go, last set.
Let's go, Joe. Ball back, go back.
There it is.
There we go. Pass back up, Pass back up,
Here we go. There we go. Good, stop. All right, so the captain leads this, right? So he determines how many sets they do, like, hey, we're going 2 sets, we're going 3 sets. You can add in all sorts of stuff, skip pass, run to help. You don't need a coach doing this. It's great footwork training without a coach. Sometimes my coaches will stand down here just in case somebody's doing something wrong. All right, then our last station is the agility station. We always do agility. Okay, so you have one extra team here. Usually it's a group of 4, but I'm only going to do 2 right now because I only brought 2 bands. You can do ladders. You can do dot training. We do a lot of stuff. Right now we're going to work on our resistance bands. So you're actually going to both spread out, face this half court.
Okay.
All right. What this does is we're working on both on ACL prevention and also just the explosiveness training. You can use it with ball handling or you can use it on defense. We're going to do defense first. So you're just staying in your stance. You're going to step, don't slide. Step, pick up the foot, and step back. Good. Pick up the foot and step back. Good. Just make sure your hands are out. Touch hands in the middle. Like, act like you like each other.
Barely.
Or actually, you turn this way.
Oh, okay.
That'll make it easier. Hit hands, boom, and slide back. Boom. Let's go 5 steps. Good. It's not about how fast you do it. Okay? And you're working on making sure your knee doesn't toggle out. Okay? So you're step, 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 working on explosiveness. Then you would come back. You can also do drops with this. All right, we can also do the back steps with it, all right? So I got to power back, boom, power back, boom, power back. Everything is a step. Good. Keep your hips towards me, though. Try not, you guys, you don't want to turn your hips out, right? If I'm defending somebody, I don't want to open my hips because that's opening to the basket, right? So like if I'm here, I'm defending somebody, I'm off the defensive side. If somebody tries to drive at me this way and I open my hip, I'm giving them basket. And you're not going to be able to recover unless you're on a run step. All right, so what I want to work on is that power off. We call it a pop back. I'm popping back, keeping them in front of me. My hips are still square to the basket. I mean, still square, butt to the basket, hips to half court, okay? Come back, can I get 2 balls? You can also work on your first step in ball handling, okay? So if I'm ball handling here, I'm gonna work on taking my first step out, and we call it a touch, okay? Snap touch. I'm here, I'm gonna snap the ball out over my toe, and I'm gonna touch. Okay, you're working the bands again. This is working on your first step, boom, right? You gotta be able to step power off that leg. It's called a snap touch. Boom, yep, really extend the band. Get that out there. There you go, bring it back. Good, you just stay in one spot. Good, just like that. You can even dribble ahead of time, nice. You got it. Good, staying low to use your hips. Good, okay, you can also work it with a crossover. So you can be dribbling in your right hand, cross it over, step out with your left. Yep, start with the dribble, good, and then you bring it back, cross, good, step. Do behind the back, so you can do any move off of this. This is all at the center court training. Then they rotate, so 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Now they've gone 15 minutes really hard, and now they're ready for practice. So you can take those off. Hey, circle back up. Hustle up, hustle up.
Hey, circle up.
Circle up.
Let's go, y'all.
Toe it up. All right, one other thing that we usually do the stations first and then we toe it up. I like them to get all that extra out. Now I can see where they're at. One of the things that we do, I took this from UConn. I think coming to these clinics is huge because basketball is all about what you can steal from somebody else. Nothing is created on your own. It's all about stealing somebody else's ideas. So I got to go to a couple UConn practices. One of the things they like to do is to make sure everybody's invested is whoever starts to the left of coach says you're gonna start a shoulder tap. So you're just gonna tap your partner, your friend, your teammate on the shoulder. It kind of goes around the circle. So I may be talking about the focus for the day, everything. Hopefully they're still saying focus while they're tapping. And once I know it's come back to me, we've completed the circle. We're all in together. So that's another little concept that you can add in, is that shoulder tap. And then sometimes we'll do today I will. So I'll say today I will, and then you'll throw something out, like rebound or whatever. What are you gonna do in practice today? Today I will.
Shoot trays. Hold defense. Work hard. There you go.
What?
Rebound.
There you go.
Control turnovers.
Box out.
Get stops.
Talk to our teammate.
Good.
Where I rebound.
Make the extra pass.
Good. And now you can hold them accountable for that. So position coach wise, like we have as you have an assistant coach standing in the circle with you, you may make that determination like, hey, you're focused on the post players. This guy said he was going to rebound today. Or maybe you've talked to them about something. Like, you are not getting it done in this area. Well, let's see if they throw that out as a focus point for that day. Otherwise, they're not getting your message that they need to do that. All right, I'm going to show you some drills that we do on an everyday basis, okay? The first one is called game day passing. I need a line right here at three-point line, extended out from the elbow all the way at the top. Extend it out from the elbow all the way at the top. Give me one person on the wing, one person on the block, one person in the corner, one person on this wing, and one person here at the top. Whoop, you can come here. One person in the wing, sorry. And you need the balls right there in this line. We probably can get one more ball. You want to grab one real quick? All right, this is game day passing. Focuses on every pass you can possibly think of in the game. That's right, you better post up. All right, first one is your backdoor cut, okay? So you're gonna set up your cut. We like to show fist when we're giving backdoor. That initiates the backdoor, so this is a good time to practice that aspect. Sometimes when we have our practice guys out here, we put them in different positions. This would be one of them. You know, we put them in positions just so you have to make the pass around what a defense would look like. So you're gonna make a backdoor cut, fist, boom, you're giving it to him there. Good. Really lead him. You're not finishing, actually. You're gonna catch here. You're gonna take one step or a dribble, depending on where you catch it, and come out of bounds and throw what we call a drift pass. Good. You're making what we call the one more. Now you gotta call these out. So you're calling fist, you're calling drift, you're calling one more. And that means like, hey, there's one defender defending two people, right? He's going back door. I'm the one defender, I cover, you call the one more. Good. Now we're working the dribble handoff. So you're gonna dribble handoff. We work on placing actually ball out. I'm gonna show it. Like this. It is their job to take the ball. I don't know how many times you've seen in the college level where people come and do this, and then all of a sudden a defender swipes through. I can tell you those two Green Bay girls sitting over here, they used to get steals on this kind of stuff all the time when you're sloppy with the ball. So we put it out, you gotta grab it from me. You're taking one hard dribble here, faking up and making your pass to your post, and you gotta own it. We'll put a coach in here a lot of the times. Good. Posting them up, good. Okay, you're not scoring though. This is all passing. Okay, we're working on sigma. Everybody has rotated lines. So you would be over here now, you would actually be stepping in, but we're gonna get two balls going, and you'd catch that next pass. Backdoor cut, let's see how it works. Give me that third ball. Ready? Let's see it. Good. Slide to the next one. Go to the next, go to the next. Follow your pass, go, go. Right here.
Where do I go?
Just follow your pass. That's what we're getting better at. Follow your pass. Follow your pass. Dribble handoff. Good. Where's my post? Stop, stop, stop. So after you come off and you make this pass here, you got to cut to the block. You can even work on your walk-in. So I'm walking in and then I'm here. You know, give me the ball. Work on your walk-in. Start it over. Should have one person in every spot.
Start over.
Yep, game day passing. Oh, another thing we do is we repeat. So if I call a drill out, if I say game day passing, I should hear 9 people calling game day passing. Ready? Game day passing. Here we go.
Let's go.
Fist.
Let's go.
Back door. Yep.
Yeah.
Good. Dribble handoff. Dribble handoff. That's all right. Yep, you guys aren't in this line.
Oh, I'm not.
Nope. Yep, who made the handoff? Yep, you're right here. Yep. One more, call the one more, handoff. Good, pass the post, now you're in the post. Good, you're the one more, you're the one more. Good, dribble handoff, dribble handoff. That's all right. Good, follow it, here we go. Pass, dribble handoff. Good, pass to the post. Good, post, post, post. There it is. They'll figure it out. Give them a chance. Good, now stop. Stop, stop, stop. To stop the drill, as a coach, I'm gonna call somebody out. So what's your name?
Nate.
Nate. So I would have called Nate out and I would have called it early, and Nate knows that when he gets the ball in the post, it's one-on-one versus the coach. Okay? So when you get the ball, it's one-on-one versus the coach. Here, boom, everybody else stops. So the idea is this is an opportunity for a game winner. So let's try it again. Okay. I'm gonna let you score. Good. Now, when he scores that, you all should be running in like it's a game winner. Celebrate. Back out of that. All right. So that's game day passing. Now we're gonna do what's called a fill drill. All right, so whoever didn't repeat, you got 5 push-ups. Go.
down, baby. We a team, y'all. Let's do it together.
I got these guys. I might as well get them a workout in, right? All right. Give me a line right here. One person on the block. Jordan and Ashley, can I borrow you real quick? One person in the corner. Actually, give me 3 in the corner. 3 in the corner. Because you guys won't rotate fast enough for me. Give me 1 person right here and 1 at the top. You guys are under the basket with balls. 1 person on the wing, 1 at the top. 1. Just you. You're in that line. All right, I'll have that ball. That ball. All right, so this is called the fill drill, okay? We work a lot on movement off the ball, okay? Movement off the ball. So we call it the fill. So you got your coaches standing on the baseline. Oh, thanks. Okay, so Coach Jay right here is going to always have the post who's going to be working on a like a rotate out, a clock behind, whatever you want to call it, so that as he drives to the basket, boom, he's going to be clocking behind. Jordan, you're actually going towards the basket, like really drive that basket. You're pretending like this post person stepped up or the help stepped up, so you're going to stop right here. Good, you're clocking behind. Coach is going to make this pass for a shot. You're going to make the fill pass, okay? You're cutting down the lane right here. You're going to receive the ball right about here for this short shot, okay, from this person. And then you are staying in corner and you're filling to the top. You're rotating behind him, so cut. You're receiving it there. Now, Coach Crocker here, she can make a decision on who she wants to pass to. She can either pass the corner or top for the shot. So you're getting 3 shots out of the drill, all based off of the fill drive. Then you rotate, okay? So you now become, you would rotate actually to the end of the line.
And I go
you rotate out, and then we usually just have post players step in. Give me 2 post players. Give me you 2 right there. Come to the baseline. Here we go. All right, start the drill over, same spots. And then you rotate to the next spot. Yep. I don't think so. I think this goes to, woo. All right, go. Fill to the top, good. She makes a pass, good. Good. If all 3 hit a shot, we call it, good group, good group. Everybody's like, good group, good group. So if everybody hits the shots, good group. Go, yep, go. You go to the corner, but that's all right. You just keep hitting shots. Say, I'm hot. All right, here we go, rotate, rotate, let's go.
right here.
Yeah, once you will step in there actually. Because these people got to go to the corner. You go to the corner, step in. Yeah, yep. These people got to rotate. Go to the corner, Here you go, drive hard, fill, good, to the top, nice. Hey, we need a good grip, let's go. Hit shots, hit shots. Hey, got to make at least 2 to rotate, make 2 to rotate, let's go. Wait here, and then you're gonna go to the top. Go to the top, now. Good, hit that shot. Good, stop. So that's fill drill. All right, stop. Give me 3 people at half court, 3 people on the baseline, and everybody else in 3 lines on the bottom. Ooh, we gotta get better at this. Give me you, yep, right here, and you right there. And then spread out a little bit. All of you guys need balls on this end. And they need balls down there too. This is called Kentucky shooting. Again, stole it from Kentucky. We gotta steal stuff to be good. So this is a conditioning, spread out just a little bit, right on that line right there. You guys are right on these lines, these volleyball lines. All right, so this is a conditioning shooting drill. You can get a lot of shots off while running, okay? So the first line is initiated. You guys are gonna let's run this way to start it off. So you're gonna run in, we're gonna do 15-foot shots first. You're on an all-out sprint. You guys are gonna pass in the ball and then close out. So you're closing out on the shooter. Once they shoot, they're shooting as you're closing out, so you're kind of flying past them.
Okay.
You guys are now sprinting to the other end. Good, you're getting the shots there, 15 foot. Good, and then you're running down to the other end. Yep, you get your rebound, you go to the end of the line. 15 foot. Good, so you can either go for a time, so 1 minute each shot, 15 foot, 1 dribble pull-ups. We actually do 2 minutes at each, so make it a 6-minute drill. Good. Outside the 3-point line, 1 dribble pull-ups. 1 dribble pull-ups. Okay, stop. How many people repeated when I said 1 dribble pull-ups? Yep, I heard 1 or 2. Okay, so that's where the problem with communication comes in. Strive to communicate every single drill. So when I say 1 dribble pull-ups, if you hear it from him, then you repeat him. You may not hear it from me because it may be a loud gym, which is a good thing, right? That's a good thing if it's a loud gym. But if you hear it from somebody else, repeat it. And early in your practices, you're going to be stopping practice live. And you're going to be making them do push-ups or running. I guarantee you, if you put in running with this, they will start repeating very, very quickly because nobody likes to run. All right, so let's try this again. We're at 1 dribble pull-ups.
1 dribble pull-ups.
Here we go. Again, you can do this for 6 minutes. 2 minutes each spot. Woo! Gotta work on some shooting. Threes! You want to give it to him at the 3-point line then. Go. Give it to him at the 3-point line. Call for it. Good call. Get out here. All right, so the goal is to make a lot more shots than what you're seeing right now. Nothing against you guys. But we can do, I know we can do better. All right, so the goal though, and then you keep track of what your numbers are. So first time you do it, you want to see what they get. So you got to manage the score. Every made shot, no matter whether it's a 2 or a 3, is worth 1 point. They're all worth the same, 2s and 3s, boom, boom, boom. Just have them track it on the board so that the team can see it. Then the next time you walk in the gym and you do this practice, do it again, they've got to beat that goal. If they don't beat that goal, then they may have a certain amount of running on the back end of it. So you guys want to go for a minute? Yep. I will switch you when you have the drills. Let's see. Hey, count out your makes. Count out your makes at this end. We'll add them together. Now, you want to do just 3s? You want to do 3s? Are y'all good 3-point shooters? All right, hey, let's say in a minute, we got to get 15. We got the 3s. Got to make 15. 1, 2, 3. E. All right. What happened? Yeah. I got a lot of shot takers and no makers. That's what he says. It also, hey, all of a sudden your guys' pace picked up, right? I put a number on it. Maybe there's running on the backside. All of a sudden you start going a little harder, going a little faster. Now I got balls going to the corners, people throwing at people's feet. The details of the drill went out the window when you guys had to pick up your pace. This is a very detail-oriented drill. If you want to be really good at it, you guys got to make good passes. You got to hit somebody in their shot pocket, and you need to hit them when they're at that, getting ready to step into that 3-point line. Some of you are making your passes when they're all the way out here. Now they're traveling. See, I wouldn't count that. I would not count that as a make. That's a lack of details, all right? That's the Kentucky shooting drill. All right, let's move into the Blackhawk closeouts. Good. 1 line. Can I get Jordan or Ashley again, or Coach Crocker? Take this side. Jordan, take that side.
Gang.
Hey, 2 claps to Ernest for being a good leader. Good. All right, so this is Blackhawk closeouts. I need somebody without a ball. Yep, you get nominated.
Let's go, Justin.
All right, this is defense. This is defense. This is one-on-one now. All right, so you're going to be here. You're not necessarily playing the one-on-one. All right, so there's a lot of balls in here, right? Let me get rid of these. Set these over here. We're going to play with 1 ball right now. All right, so you never know like when your person's going to take off. So if you're doing a closeout drill, a lot of times if you put that one person, like the person started line, they're playing one-on-one, this person is way more focused on defense at that moment. But then we all know that doesn't happen in games. Because as the game starts moving, we start standing. Happens all the time. So what you're going to do is you're going to pass the ball to either side. Okay, boom, either side, good. And then you're going to make a basket cut. No. You're guarding him for a second.
Oh, it's just him.
For a second. So you're making your basket cut. If you can get it off this cut, they're gonna give it to you so you can score.
Okay.
Okay? You want to earn your position on defense. That's the goal. Earn your position. If you don't get it, you've got to make a cut off. So make your cut. Let's say he stops you. Okay? Boom. So you cut away. Okay. Now you're guarding him. They're going to make the pass back. Boom. And I'm going to tell someone in the line, anyone, I'm going to come over and tap, because he's not going to know as I'm doing this, that when I tap you, it means you actually get to play one-on-one. So when that ball comes back to you, you get to play one-on-one. You make it a 3 dribble or a 4 dribble max. Let's say 3 dribbles, because these guys are pretty athletic. They can get to the rim in probably 1. So we'll go a 3 dribble max. I'm not picking you right now because he knows. Ready?
Ready.
Start the drill. Here we go.
Justin, jump to the ball, Justin. Good work.
Yep, comes back, close out, good. Go, back up. Here it is, ready? One-on-one, 3 drills. Pass it out, you're still in. You don't know who it is. 3 dribbles. Good. Finish it. Good. So we play everything to a finish. Okay, so because you got scored on, you go to the end of the line and you've earned your way in. You want to see how many stops you can get. Here we go, ball goes here. Here we go. Pass it out. Here it comes. So he got to stop. You pass to the next person. You're still in. Somebody's got to score on him. You're up. All right, so you'd be off, you'd be in. Nope. When it's a new person, you don't. It's you. Step up. You're in. Pass, go, you're one-on-one. He wasn't ready. Foul. I am the coach. Y'all got to move your line up a little bit. Yeah, you're a one-on-one. Pass it to a wing. Here it goes. You're still in. You got 2 stops right now.
How many again?
He's got 2.
How many stops?
You want to try to get as many as you can.
They pass it back to us?
Yeah. Okay, so stop. So that's the drill. It's very active. You can do this at 2 ends depending on how many coaches that you have. Okay, so this is Blackhawk closeouts. Okay. Another one that we have at times is where you know that you have to get 3 stops before you're out. Okay, so you could be in the middle of this drill, and it's a one-on-one each person. So you're up, you're going one-on-one. Good. That's not a stop. Score it. So that's not a stop because you didn't finish play. But now you pass it out. You're at the end of the line. So you have 1 point. You would add up your offensive points. That's 1 stop. You're up.
Get it stop. Oh, good D.
There's 2 stops.
Let's go, E.
3.
Get D. Stop. How about we get that rebound the first time, though? Yeah.
All right. So now, okay, if you haven't gone, the drill does not finish till everybody gets their 3 stops. So now if you haven't gone, let's say you haven't played defense yet, you would shuffle in. We would do this at 2 ends. So we would have 2 ends going at the same time for it. And what you're doing is you're counting your scores. So who scored on that? You did, right? So he would have 1. Everybody's got to play 3 possessions of defense, so those aren't worth points, but you're trying to see how many scores you can get. Now, what you'll find is you'll get somebody that's caught, and they're tired, and they cannot get a stop, and people are just scoring on them. You have to decide at that point what kind of coach you are. If you're soft, you can give them a little timeout, let somebody shoot some free throws. I choose not to be very soft. So my team will die just a little bit out there because, again, that's those moments where I can't sub you out in a game. I'm not wasting a timeout. You got to find a way to fight through it and get that last stop so that we can move on. All right? So that's 2 different ways that we do Blackhawk closeout drill. All right, and now I'm going to talk to you about the Cutthroat, the drill captain and the Benergy all in one. All right, so bring it over here. I'm going to make Ernest, you're going to be a captain for this drill. And I'm going to make you a captain for this drill because you're talking, so you step out front. All right, so a lot of times we will pick teams within. Not the coaches, we let the players pick it. You will come to find very quickly who your team thinks is very good, which is actually a really good aspect because you as a coach, I may say, you know what, I think he's in the starting lineup. That's my opinion, right?
Right.
You in the starting lineup, you know it. All right, so he may be my starting small, like 3 guard. You guard, right? Let me change that up real quick. He may be my starting guard. Now, all of a sudden we're in a drill, and they'll always ask me, "What's the drill, coach? Is it shooting? Is it defense? Because they'll pick very differently based off of that. And all of a sudden things are getting picked out, and he's getting picked last in every drill. Well, there's a reason for that. I may think he's really good, but there may be some chemistry issues that I don't know about that I can tell very quickly that nobody wants him on their team. That's a problem, right? Because I have him in the starting lineup, yet nobody else on the team thinks he should be starting in any of these drills. So I'm sure that's not going to happen today. I mean, they're definitely going to pick you before that. They're going to pick you before that. All right, so we pick it out. So we do paper, rock, scissors, or rock, paper, scissors, however you call it, to see who gets to pick first.
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3. All right, come on. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Baby.
Okay, so it's a defensive drill.
Defensive drill. Let's go.
Now you get to pick 2.
Damn. All right, Justin, there one.
Now you get to pick 2.
Here and jump.
You get to pick 2. You get 1 and 1. You got there? You got here. All right, so this is your team. Let's have you guys flip. Well, you don't. Yeah, white. You guys go white. You guys go blue. All right, so we just did, that's the captain's part of it. I named 2 captains. They picked it out. The team that got to pick first, which was you, then you start on offense because it's a defensive drill. You got first pick. You don't get to start. So you get started on defense. Okay, the drill that we're going to do is going to be a 3-on-3 drill. We're working the gaps. All right, the cutthroat part of the drill, so cutthroat, meaning I have selected something, you only need 1 ball, yep. I have selected something that we need to work on within this drill that we're not maybe doing well. So the cutthroat right now is going to be no middle. No middle. No middle, okay? If you give up middle, so like if one of you gives up middle, a middle drive, you're off. Your team is automatically off. White gets to switch on to defense. Okay, so you guys actually would stand on the baseline. You're getting ready to sub in on defense. Okay? All right, so that's the cutthroat aspect of it. If they get beat to the middle, the drill, they get to move off, you get to switch on. The goal is to see how many points you can get on defense. You 3 get to stay as long as you guys, actually you guys are at half court. I'm sorry, you're at half court because you're subbing in on offense next time. The 3 of you. If you 3 get a stop, you get to move to defense, or you get a score. Sorry, if you guys get a score, you get to move to defense. If you don't, 3 new white comes in. They get to stay. So white stays on offense until you score. They're racking up as many points as they possibly can with stops. Everything is worth 1, all right? Now, the last part of it is the Benergy concept. So one of the things that we really pride ourselves on at Milwaukee is to be one of the most energized teams in the league. We talk a lot about bench energy, so we call it Benergy on the back end. So I'm going to call this a Benergy drill.
Benergy drill.
Benergy drill. So you get 2 points extra at the end of the drill to the team that this group over here decides has the most energy, has talking the most, is most positive. I've seen chest bumping before in practice when stops have happened. I've seen people line up in bowling pins and somebody like bowls them down, like fake bowls them down, just to try to get points. So be a little creative. When you get those stops or take that charge. Charge sometimes is worth +2 too. You can make up the rules as you go. You're the coach. So you decide what you want to do as the drill is going along. All right, so let's see how this works. Remember, it's a Benergy drill. The cutthroat is not giving up middle. Ready, go. Go. So you can play no out of bounds. In this gym, I would not, because there's not much space to do that. You can formulate other, so that's a stop, so they get to stay on. Now, why did I not give him the middle? Because he was arced out. He was actually cut off, so I don't know who was guarding Ernest. Did a really, really good job there at the end of not opening that hip. He drove him up the lane. Just because he got in the paint does not mean he got him middle. He's got to really turn that corner on the middle side. So that's really, really good. Although that's really sad energy for that. One stop. Go. No fouls. That's a secondary stop. Here we go. White ball. White ball. I'm not going to tell y'all who gets scored on. Here we go. Here we go. White ball. You can also create.
Hey, get it stopped.
That does not count. I was trying to stop it. So you can create other rules too, like no ball screens, no dribbles, one dribble max, or it has to be off of a pass and cut on the score. You can only score off of layups. There's all sorts of rules that you can create within this 3-on-3 if you want structure. I'm not going to give these guys too much structure right now. I'm not sure it would go all that well, so we're going to just let them play it out. But y'all, white, you need to score. Let's go. Pick it up. Go. Good. All right. So you can always do, like, if there's one team that's dominating. So let's say Ernest just didn't pick a good team, and I feel like one team is dominating. You could say, hey, if you get 5 stops, you get a bonus 3. Switch it over. So let's do the switch over. So white, you're on defense. Blue, you're on offense. Here we go. Switch it over. Middle drive. So there's the cutthroat added into play. He got a middle. It doesn't matter if he scores at that point. That's our defensive principle. You can't give up middle. You automatically get a switch. All right. Right now, the energy this has not been exceptional, and this is the last possession. So let's hope that you play it out well.
Didn't you switch it over?
No, we're done. Because I'm going to be kicked off the court here in a second.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah, bro.
Better hit it. Y'all better celebrate if they get.
Yeah! It's all right.
All right, so now, like, if they know the drills come to an end, like we're playing to a certain score or something, the teams would huddle. They would try to get more energy points from the judges.
Blue.
Like, they would be over there, like, hyping it up. I'm done. Oh, I'm almost done. I'm going to do some. All right, so now the judges decide, is it blue or white?
We got the same color on, y'all.
Blue. Blue wins.
Good job, Blue.
So white, then. So blue kicked, let's just be honest, they kicked some ass in that drill anyway. So they were already up like 4-0. So then they get those bonus points, and you can play it. You can play the punishment based off of what the difference is. So you have 6 sprints, or you have 6 perfect push-ups as a team. Like, you have to be up and down as a team, exactly in order, calling them out. You can come up with that if you want. I'm not going to make y'all do. I'm not going to make y'all do that. All right. So then, if you look on the practice plan, the last thing that we talk about is the scrimmage. Okay, and that's the 4th quarter. Okay, so you always finish everything out in a scrimmage situation. We go against our practice guys a lot, so I can use this score of the 3-on-3 game within the drill scoring. If you think the drill went well, you can give a +10 to your score, +2. We usually do pretty minimal. We like to keep it close as we're heading into the scrimmage. Majority of the time, unless we're just really killing it in the practice, or we're really sucking on the back end of practice. And then you got a lot of makeup work to do in the scrimmage. Then you scrimmage it out. So what was your score? Like, we're playing Drake today, let's just say. What was your score from the first 3 quarters? You put that up on the scoreboard. It could be 60 to 72 if you're not having a good practice, or it could be close, 66, 62. Okay, so then we would scrimmage that out. The practice guys are Drake, or you put one team as Drake, the other team as not if you're just going against each other, and you finish that game. Who's going to win? Maybe you put your starters against your bench, or you like to mix them up. That's totally on your call. once we finish it out, finish the game out, we huddle back up, so we toe it back up.
Throw it up, throw it up.
Don't be taking my spot now. And there's a couple things that we can do here. I obviously give a lot of feedback based off of practice. We're pretty honest, which in this setting. All right, and then we do sometimes daily affirmations for yourself, because I always want to finish on a positive. Even if we had a bad practice, I don't like them walking out of the gym thinking like it's the end of the world. We need to bring it back a little bit. So it might be like, hey, it's a daily affirmation for teammates today. So you're going to say one thing that the person next to you did really well. Come on now.
Rebound.
You rebounded well today. Good. 2 claps. Good.
Play defense. Hustle, baby. Good work, E. Same player.
It's really fast.
Fish and shooting.
Fish and shooting.
Right around the energy.
Talking to the teammate.
Great defense. You coach very well.
Hey.
No, I was trying to get a spot.
And you listened really good today. Thank you. Thank you for listening. All right, so we go around, we give a little bit of affirmations, all right? And then we go through our program goals. So like all that stuff that's at the top of the practice plan, my assistants will have been watching the entire practice. So like Coach Carey would talk about who was the best communicator. So if I was Coach Carey today, I would say, Ernest, you win the communication award for the day. So then Ernest can come in. You can do a lot of different things. You can have him do a little like shimmy, like break it down for a second. Hey. Okay? So you want to make it best to what your team is. A lot of times we have some girls on our team who love that. They'll get in the middle and be like, it's my time, and then you have other girls that are like a little bit more shy, so then they'll just go around the circle and they'll hit every single person's hand and they'll go around and everybody will get really hyped for them. Okay, so they earned that award for the day. All right, and then we always start together, we always finish together. And so that's when we would have, y'all would make up something. I don't know if y'all have like a clap or like a we are.
20 B's.
20 B's.
20 B's. Hey,
hey, hey,
20 B's.
hey, hey,
hey. 1, 2, 3, MCA.
Good. And then we finish together. So you always start and finish together. And the last quote I leave you with is success occurs when opportunity meets preparation. All right? So you gotta take the time to prepare. I'm telling you, it can really lead to some success. That's what I have for you. Who had any questions that I can answer? Anything? My contact information is on the top of the MCA clinic note sheet. I've got a phone number. No, I don't think I gave you my number. I gave you my email though, and I do check my email. Hey, let's give 2 claps to the guys that did a great job. Thank you. Any questions? Now, if not, you can shoot them to me later. Yes.
For the drills that you just demonstrated,
Yeah.
will you be able to will you have a written out thing? I was trying to
Write them up? Yeah, I can send, actually you guys, if you are very interested in getting a packet of drills, we do a clinic every year, a whiteboard session, and after the whiteboard sessions, I write up almost every drills and put them into a computer program. It has closeout drills, it has help side drills, shooting drills. A lot of these drills are already within that packet, so if you want to shoot me an email, I'll shoot you an email back with that packet of information. Just so that you have it. I mean, it's probably like 40 or 50 drills that you can take. So if you really want that, I'm totally fine with passing that out. Again, I think the more that we can learn from one another, the better. So shoot me an email and I'll get you those drawn up. Yep. I don't like to provide everything for you when I'm here because then I know people like drift off. It is an early morning. Yep.
For your station work, is it the same every day or do you switch that up?
So we switch up, he asked if we switch up the station work. So we always have shooting, we always have agility, we always have defense. So at the very beginning of the season, I teach our team probably 2 or 3 drills at what each station would look like. And then I tell the captains, hey, today we're 2-line shooting, today we're ladders, and down here we're closeouts. Or today I'm trying to think of some of the other ones we've done. Like a 5-spot got it, we may do bands, or we may at the other end do something like a help side rotation. Okay, so yeah, you can come up with 2 or 3 drills, and then the captains are the ones that are running it on the back end. You're not out there teaching it. We do the 2-line shooting quite a bit because then it keeps similar numbers. So like I'm telling you, like I have an Excel spreadsheet that has probably 60 times that they've done the two-line shooting and what their numbers are. And so I can tell if somebody's like curving, like they were shooting really well at the beginning of the season and now they're taking a dive, or it's very easy then if a player comes in and says, hey, I don't understand why I'm not playing. Well, let's even just talk about this one drill. You're not hitting shots. You got to get in the gym and you got to shoot more if you want to get on the court, because that's supposed to be your role. Okay, so anytime you can have tangible numbers is a really good thing. Anything else? Hey, thank you guys for your time today.